Are you waking up 2, 3, even 4 times every night just to use the bathroom? If so, you're not alone. And more importantly, it's not something you have to simply accept as part of aging. In fact, these constant interruptions are your body's way of warning you about your prostate. What I'm about to share with you today could completely transform your nights, your energy, and even your long-term health. And I promise, the third habit will surprise you the most. Let's start by understanding why this even happens. The prostate is a small gland about the size of a walnut, sitting just under your bladder. The tricky part is that it surrounds your urethra like a ring. As men age, natural hormonal changes cause this gland to slowly enlarge, and that growth begins pressing on the urethra. Imagine stepping on a garden hose. The flow gets weaker and irregular. That's exactly what happens with urine. By age 60, more than half of men are already struggling with these symptoms. And by 70, it's closer to 3 out of 4. That's why so many men over 50 know this all too well. Trouble starting to urinate, a weak stream, feeling like the bladder never fully empties, and of course, those exhausting bathroom trips all night long. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to stay this way. You don't have to live with this as your new normal. Science has already proven that simple, natural habits can protect and even restore prostate health. The first habit is what I like to call smart hydration. Yes, water. But not just how much you drink, it's when you drink it. Most men underestimate how timing affects the prostate. When you don't drink enough water, your urine becomes concentrated and filled with irritants that inflame your bladder and prostate. That inflammation triggers the exact symptoms that keep you awake at night. The solution? Drink most of your water in the morning and afternoon. After 6 p.m., cut back significantly, just small sips if you're thirsty. This simple shift reduces nighttime urgency and allows your bladder to finally rest. Studies show men who follow this see up to a 40% reduction in nighttime bathroom trips. Imagine what that feels like, deep, uninterrupted sleep. A small daily adjustment, a massive improvement in quality of life. Now let's move on to the second habit, which I call the strategic walk. After your meals, take a short 10 to 15 minute stroll. Nothing intense, just a light walk around the block. Why does this matter? Because after eating, your blood sugar spikes, and those spikes create inflammation throughout the body. Chronic inflammation is a silent enemy of prostate health, making enlargement worse and increasing risk of more serious conditions. But a short walk right after a meal prevents these spikes, helping your body use sugar as fuel instead of letting it linger. Studies even show that 3 short walks after meals are more effective at controlling blood sugar than one long workout. With just a few minutes of walking daily, you're directly protecting your prostate and reducing inflammation. Again, small effort, huge rewards. And now, the third and most surprising habit, what I call natural prostate cleansing. This one comes directly from a Harvard study that tracked over 30,000 men for nearly 2 decades. The results? Men who ejaculated more frequently, about 21 times per month or more, had up to a 33% lower risk of developing prostate cancer. Why? Because regular ejaculation flushes out toxins, old secretions, and dead cells that would otherwise accumulate and the study made something very clear. It doesn't matter whether it's with a partner or solo. The health benefit comes from the frequency itself. For many men, this can feel like a sensitive or uncomfortable topic. But from a purely medical standpoint, it's a powerful and natural way to support your prostate health. Now, before I continue, here's something you must hear clearly. None of these habits replace your annual checkup. If you're over 50, PSA tests and prostate exams are absolutely vital. Early detection can save your life, and no habit should ever replace proper medical care. But when you combine checkups with these 3 daily practices, smart hydration, post-meal walking, and natural cleansing, you're giving your body the strongest defense possible. I've seen these results firsthand in men who've adopted these habits. Better sleep, stronger flow, less urgency, and a renewed sense of energy. And if your symptoms are already advanced, there are natural methods, like a simple 15-second bedtime ritual that many of my patients have found life-changing. I've linked a short video about that in the description and the pinned comment below if you want to learn more. So now it's your turn. Start today. Maybe you'll begin by changing your hydration timing or by adding a light walk after dinner. Or maybe you'll finally have that honest conversation with yourself about natural prostate cleansing. Whatever it is, I promise these small steps can create life-changing results. If this video helped you, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss our next men's health video. Share this with a friend, brother, or father who needs to hear it. It could change their life. And tell me in the comments, which of these 3 habits surprised you most? I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can. Remember, your health is your greatest asset. Protect it, and it will protect you for years to come.